Hello tribe, welcome back to my channel. So it's morning for me and I had this urge to do a mediumship reading because as if there was one or couple of souls that wanted to come through. So I don't know who this reading belongs to, but I know that at first I had feminine energy coming through and then that fatherly masculine was coming through. That is why I'm seeing a couple of spirits. So I'm going to be using I will not only channel, but I will be trying to use the cards for you so you can look at something. Otherwise you just look at the candle and listen to me speak. I think that's gonna be more interesting for you visually. So let me tune in firstly to the masculine, and right now as if they are pushing each other away, but in that fun way. Who wants to come through first? You know, let me speak. No, let me speak. But the masculine energy took over the feminine now. So let me tune into him. It's most probably he's coming through as that fatherly energy. Okay, so he's saying I loved you as a father would. And this person might have passed away when you were younger. So what I mean by younger, obviously it would have been, I would say up to 15 years. I keep seeing 15, okay? And there was that difference of him being tall and you being little, and there's that massive gap. You know, I see a very tall person and I see a very tiny person, but you were at that age where you would go and do things together with him, especially when it comes to nature. I do see a lake, so you would spend time with him by the lake, he's saying. If you did fish, I'd keep seeing the fishing rod, you see. So it seems like maybe he was teaching you fishing, or you would fish together, but everything was a bit of an adventure at that time with him. He keeps referring to his hair. And he's saying at that time, I still had this voluminous hair. And he used to wear those kind of a bit loose trousers, okay? Those trousers I keep seeing pockets, but those deep pockets in his trousers. So, you know, very manly vibe I'm getting here. And I'm not getting him, he's not saying he was saying I wasn't a handyman. Don't mistake those trousers for that. I keep seeing him wearing those trousers when he's in the nature, especially by the water. He's saying say hi to your mom, and your mom, she does have a hair color that if sun shines on the hair you can see the red undertones in it, gingerish red undertones. And he's saying there's a picture of your mom in a dress, in a maxi dress, in a long dress. Her waist looks very nice there. It's a dress on a brighter side, and I keep seeing pastel green or bluish color, okay? But it's very pastel-y, yeah. And the way her waist looks in that dress is very nice, because it seems like it would complement her figure, that dress, because the bottom of a dress is very loose and it gets tighter on her waist. And in that picture you might possibly see a couple of people too, but she's the main figure there somehow, he's saying. He also had a brother, he's saying, and the brother was very important figure for him in his life. As if he would look up to his brother, he would go for advice. So let me see a little bit more, guys, into this person that we just channeled, and I'm gonna be using cards so you don't get too bored listening to me here, okay? So I would want you to visualize this person a bit more, so I'm going to ask Tarot to give me a couple of cards to describe the personality, or if I will see appearance. Let me adjust the camera a bit for you. And we're going to let gravity do its work. This one wants to pop out. Okay, so this person who we're talking about here, I'm gonna show you cards, 1 second. I hope you can see that. So look, do you remember how I said the hair, right? Take a look at this card. So you were saying before that I remember having more voluminous hair, right? And in this picture you can see that he started to bald. But when he was younger, he had very voluminous hair, right? Comparing to this picture here. And this person seems very, very similar to that one, as if that was his younger version of him. Okay, he also remembers those good times dating, but dating one person. He's referring to dating one person. So I wouldn't be surprised if when he was saying say hi to your mom, if it was his wife. Because if you take a look at the hair color of this woman, can you see the red undertones? I don't know how much you can see that. Can you see the red undertones in that picture? So he's remembering of them spending time together, but when they were younger. So those good old ass days, you know what I mean? And now we have someone who nearly completely lost his hair here. Okay, and this person throughout seems it's a very consistent image of this person in this deck, how it came through. Okay, this is possibly someone who was some kind of a leader of a team or a boss. I don't think he was he wasn't like CEO type, you know. He would there was a company. He could also be very connected with buildings, like Three of Pentacles. Okay, this guy is looking at the plans, but he always wanted to have something on his own. So maybe he did towards the end come up with some kind of his own business. Okay, so let me see. We're going to be using the Animal Tarot deck. How would he come through to you? What kind of signs would you see? How would he come through to you, please? That wanted to pop out, that one, so we'll take it. How would he come through to you? How would he come through to you, please? Dogs, definitely dogs. You see how Tarot is literally so tuned in to his energy right now. How many other cards do I have in this deck? Take a look. We have so many different animals here, right? dolphins, cats, bear. What are the chances that 2 dog cards came out? So pay attention. You possibly have had a dog too, but not necessarily. He's saying, I would come through as a dog to you. What it means that observe the dogs around you. So they might act certain way. They might come to you especially when you're on a street. I keep seeing you being somewhere outside, and a random dog would come to you. So this dog that he's referring to, it's not only one type of a dog. He's saying, I would make dogs act certain way, and those dogs are not yours, strangers' dogs, okay? Maybe even stray dogs sometimes. So he'd come through that. Dogs were very important for this person in his life too. Wow, okay. What is it that you would like to say? Anything else you would like to say to this person watching? A message, please. We're just gonna read out what it has to say at the bottom of a card. It says, a trustworthy person or relationship enters your life. You may receive wise and compassionate advice from someone who speaks directly from the heart. So that's a beautiful, beautiful card. And I keep looking at those mountains, and I think it means something to you. Maybe that's the place where you live or where he used to live, but I don't get it for him though that much. One more message for this person, please. I hope this message finds a right person who needs to hear this and who's deceased we are talking to right here. So it would be great if you could share this with your friends or family members who does believe in mediumship, because not everyone does. One more message for this person, please. It says, a wonderful opportunity related to your work or education, such as promotion or scholarship, is coming your way. Seize this chance to learn something exciting or start a more rewarding and uplifting career. So if you don't feel happy with your career, this is your push. He's saying do something that you feel happy doing, because this person seems like they got to the place where they were doing something that they loved, and they know the happiness it brings in his life. It brought in his life, and he wants the same. But he also refers to some kind of education. So it doesn't necessarily have to be going to uni. It can be you getting interested in something, therefore you have to learn a bit more about it, taking a course, etc., etc. Okay? So I hope this message has found the person that it has to find, and comment down below please if that was your message, because this energy is very calm, very grounded. Earth, I keep hearing earth and connecting to nature is coming through here, okay? And I'm going to catch you next time. Bye for now. Hey guys, so strange thing happened. You know how I said that the feminine was coming through, right? And the masculine? Now, when I've done the masculine part of a reading and I tuned into the feminine, I realized that the feminine was someone's younger sibling. And once I tuned into her, she, as if she took a hand of a younger boy, and she wanted to take him through too. So we're going to be talking about someone or younger boy sibling or younger girl sibling, because she has took his hand, and she said basically, he's shyer than me, but he needs to pass the message to someone too. So that was amazing to see, because they are not related, these two children. You see, I don't want to see children, very little, not necessarily, but definitely haven't gone past the teenager years. Okay, so that's your little brother or sister or a sibling, cousin, definitely. So now in this case, I'm going to split them to two, and we'll start with the younger girl. Okay, she's younger than you. That's why she's saying, hey, I'm the little one, I'm the little one. She's showing me beads. As if I did see a pearl necklace. That's something that she's acknowledging. And she's showing herself in a red or cherry colored dress. And she's standing somewhere outside by a house. So you could possibly find a picture of her as a kid wearing that color dress, and you could see a little bit of a house next to her, and I see a bit of a house on the right side when you look at the picture. There's something about the left side of that picture that it seems like something is very far away there. I'm not sure what it is. She's not showing me that, but she's not sure about that left side. Whatever is on the left side, I don't think she likes it very much. So maybe she didn't like certain things in her life, and she's acknowledging that. She's referring to her brother as well. She's saying, I did have a brother. But she's saying brother didn't really know about everything. So I don't know if it's related to death or it's related to health issues that she had. She's saying he didn't know everything, and it was better that way. She was worried throughout that time about her mom, the way she was coping with this situation, because I keep seeing her on her knees, you know, and crying, or now she's showing me a pillow to her mom's face, and she's like, it really broke my heart to see that, but I knew that she had to go through this. She's saying, remember, I'm your little angel now. And she's very strongly referring to mother. So maybe this is one of your children I'm talking to, because she keeps showing this connection of mom, you know. And she wants to tell her mom that, or at least someone she would refer to as mother, because, you know, sometimes people that we have as our family, they do tend to become our mothers or fathers, even if they're not, okay? So she's saying, I am your little angel, and she's showing me a tiny statue like this big of a white angel, and that statue seems like it's white. So maybe her mother or someone has that kind of statue. If they don't, she would like them to have it as a symbol, as a reminder of her, because she's very strongly has transitioned. Her transition was very, very smooth, and she, as if it was like an adventure for her, you know. And she's very much into this angelic realm now, that she keeps saying, I'm your angel, I'm your angel. So you need to have, if that's you I'm talking to, if you are the mom watching this, she would want you to have something to do with the angel, okay? Doesn't matter what it is. And for you guys, I want to swap the deck, and I want to use the Triple Goddess Tarot. So as I told in the intro, I'm gonna be using decks so that you can look at something rather than me just talking and you watching the candle. It's gonna be visually more interesting for you guys, okay? You see the child is coming through here? You don't see yet. 1 second. The child is coming through here. I told you. This is someone who's much, much younger. Give us more details about this energy. This person was very talented at a young age. So they had certain talents about them that was like, wow, how could they at this age, you know? No, not yet. Okay. This spirit is giving me the earth energy here. Yeah, look, earth, and I pulled one more pentacles card, right? Earth sign, or somewhat very heavily, might be even earth rising sign. Earth is very strongly somewhere in the chart. Okay. Very innocent vibe, okay? So something has happened that made this spirit like, hold on, I'm hearing, okay? Yeah, look, what a chill vibe, and what a very... This person was very talented, and also made everyone who's around very chilled. So they had this relaxing vibe about them, that almost healing vibe about them. And this was partly a mission for them here. By their presence, they could heal people around them. Let me see what other messages this person wants to pass to whoever is resonating with this. I hope this message finds the right person who needs to hear that. But at this very moment, it seems like I'm talking to a couple of people. That is why, if you've noticed, I have switched from the girl to them. I refer to them because it seems like there might be a joint message for a couple of people from this. Okay, so I wouldn't want to restrict it that much. Because the girl I talked about, she's very calm. As if she would say, you already said something that I wanted to pass, and that was the main message for me. And I don't know which part of it was exactly, but she's still with us. But she's sharing now. She's like, you can share, be a bit more generic about this. So let me see, what message do you have, please? Release. We have Peacock. It says, it's time to release the past and move on to something new. This ending is the first step on the way to a happier future. You see? And again, I saw someone on the knees before, right? Someone who wasn't dealing with this passing very well, and it's understandable. But they keep referring to moving on. Because you see, they're watching you. And every time someone is struggling with the passing of a deceased can see that, remember this. And deceased, they want you to be happy because they love you so much. So when they do see you heartbroken or coming back, you know, rewinding that, replaying the past, as much as your heart is hurting, you're hurting them too by them seeing the whole scenario. Okay, so the best thing you can do for your deceased is to live the amazing life that you can. One thing that you can do, if you want to remember them, do the things that you used to do in the past together. So this is going to be a celebration of them. They love when people do that. For them, what they live on is the memories, the beautiful memories of things that you used to do together. And in order to celebrate their life or celebrate them, they would love you to do things that you used to do before. And it can be very connected to doing something at home or picking something in the garden. Okay, right now they are saying on another level, like it's so chilled here you can't even imagine. Okay, what other message do you want to portray? We have Eight of Autumn. It says, it's the perfect time to learn all you can by returning to school, taking a seminar, or conducting research. Do your best work and the law of attraction will bring you prosperity and career advancement. Okay, what will you come through as for this person? Okay, we have cat flying here. What will you come through as, please? So that the person knows you are around. What will you come through as? For sure, birds. I saw that before even, and we had the parrot too. But when it comes to these birds though, you might tend to see birds that have a patch of very intense color to them. Okay, it's not gonna be those gray birds or black birds. They're gonna have a very colorful side to them. It can be a small patch, they can be colorful as a parrot. Okay, so notice those things, because this person will come through that. And with a cat, I'm getting a very different message here. Possibly you might have it or they had it, but I don't want to, be so generic here, because I'm kind of trying to be more specific. The cat is more to do with the adventure for you. So you need to release yourself, this is saying, from that cage. I'm just going to read it out. The challenging times are coming to an end, and you can now breathe a sigh of relief. Let the past go and embrace the happier times ahead. So they want you to move on. Again, you see, they want you to move on. They really do. Because whoever this person was, and my throat is closing off now. Whoever this person was, someone might have gone to a therapist as well even. But whoever this person was, there is that very innocent but very talented beyond their age vibe to them. But also someone who saw life so colorfully. And they want you to do that too. Because they think you have lost it at some point. I don't want you to lose it, because life is beautiful if you choose to see it that way. And I really want you to see it that way. I want you to come out of this. There is so much color on this desk, okay? You can also connect to them through meditation if you wanted to. That tree is very important to the childhood, or picking something. It's very important. So I hope this message found the person that it needed to find. Please share this message with your beloved ones. Maybe that's a message, or friends. That's the message for them. Obviously, not everyone believes in mediumship and is not as spiritual. So choose the people that you think it might be for. And I really hope that this message found the right person. And I'm going to catch you next time. Bye for now. Hello, tribe. So we are tuning into the energy of a younger sibling boy. Okay, so we're tuning into masculine. But he's showing me himself a bit taller than you. So it might not necessarily has to be with age that he's younger. It might be just he might have been a bit more light-hearted, because I do see him taller or bigger than you are. And he's bringing me back to the childhood. He's showing me a little portfolio, those old school ones that kids would carry but not on their back. So he's bringing me back. I do see a little brown portfolio, and he's carrying something in there, but a tiny one for kids. A very old school vibe is coming through here. And he's showing me himself. There is a picture of him as a young boy. His socks are nearly up to his knees, and he's laughing about it. He's like, all the good days, right? And his shoes are on a darker side, and I keep seeing brown, between brown and charcoal, there's that mixture between the two. Yeah, there was a picture of him also indoors, and it can't possibly be or kitchen or living room, I'm not sure, but mostly I do think it's kitchen. And he's just standing straight, you know, and he's laughing about this picture so much in my head right now. He finds that picture hilarious because of how he looks like. I'm gonna be very specific here, so if it's not your message, leave it for those. It's probably gonna be one person I'm talking to. Leave it for the person I have to pass this message to. We're talking about a crash. So this person has died of an accident of some sort, okay? And he keeps referring to a motorbike. So that could possibly be that. He's making me feel like I did have a motorcycle. He's saying I did have a motorcycle, but the accident might possibly have been car accident. So I'm not sure. He showed me the car, and then he showed me a motorbike. So he's a little bit like pushing and pulling me towards both, okay? He wants you to know he didn't feel anything. It happened very fast, he's saying, okay? He didn't feel anything. As if he didn't even register what happened there. He was worried during this time of grief, especially when it just happened that day. He was worried about the grandma. He was really worried about how she was going to take it and about her health, because it seems like he's saying everyone else were much better, but the grandma, he's acknowledging her very much. So the connection was very strong with the grandma. He's saying I didn't like school. I never really liked school. He doesn't have good memories in school. He has good memories after school, that's for sure. Because it seems like his freedom started, he started finally feeling free after school. He keeps referring to this freedom. He wants you to know that he's free and he's very light. His body is very lightweight right now. He's saying I don't have the burdens of a physical body anymore, if it's making sense. So let me tune into this person a little bit more, and I'm going to be using, I feel like I want to swap decks because his vibe is more to do with the Healing Tarot. So let's take that one. 1 second, I think I've left one card there. Yeah, I did. So that you don't get bored here, I'm going to be using the Healing Tarot for this person. And we're gonna take a look at them as a person first. So tell me more about this person so we can know who this message is for. Told me to take the first card. We have the Devil, and then we're gonna let the gravity do its work. We have 9 of Pentacles. We have the Lovers. We have 8 of Cups. So he's giving me a backstory here. I've asked about personality, but he's saying, no, I need to tell you something else. I want you to talk about my life. And that somehow is important to him, so let's talk about it then. He's saying, I have left a controlling relationship or a controlling person, okay? There was one person who was super toxic for him, and he had to walk away. And he's saying, you know, I was always such a free spirit in my heart that I needed that freedom. And he couldn't stand to be restricted by anyone. He didn't like order. He wanted to be free. I keep hearing, okay? And he wanted to love romantically that one person, but he's giving me a vibe of him imagining loving them, but maybe it didn't happen the way that he imagined it to be. Because he's giving me a single vibe, you see? So he probably didn't have anyone romantically at that time. Yeah. And here we go, we have that Page of Pentacles. That's his energy here for sure, okay? All right. There's something to do with the middle part of his body that he's acknowledging, so his belly or his torso here. So he might be acknowledging the health issue. He's saying, you know what, he didn't want to battle people. He didn't want any arguments. He was always, he seemed like he always would get into situations like that, but all he wanted to do was to help other people, but he needed to be helped himself sometimes. And he was kind of a little bit like on the edge. And it seems like some people or situations were not the best for him, and all he wanted was a romantic love, it seems like here. And he's also saying now that freedom that I was always seeking for, that feeling of freedom, I finally got it, but I got it up there, you see? I got it up there, and it's so much brighter for him up there than it was in the 3D world. I feel like he was one of those people who came here for a certain mission and they knew they had to go. Yeah, definitely. So let me see what it is that he wants to say to you. Well, I guess that there's like one, maybe maximum 2 people whom this message is for, but I want to be very specific. So it's for one person. So if you do know that this message is not for you, maybe share it with your friend or whoever you feel like this message is for, so that this message can find the right person. I really hope it does. What does he want to say? He wants me to take the first one. We'll take it. He's saying you may receive a promotion or be chosen for a scholarship, or find that you are singled out for special recognition. You have done an amazing job and you deserve all the attention. So he's patting you on the back. He can see your success. He's really proud of you. He really, really is proud of you. He's like, look how much you've done. Don't forget to appreciate yourself and look back at your journey. Look back at your journey, I'm hearing, okay? What else? It says you worked hard and what you've created is impressive, you see? And worthy of protecting. Annoying challenges may pop up, but don't worry, you will get through them, just as you have in the past. He's acknowledging the strength that you hold in you, really much. And by the way, pay attention to what's gonna happen or what happened in springtime, because spring is very important here. And I didn't pick it up for other readings, okay? For you, springtime is very important. And okay, I'm feeling my back, the middle of my back, but a little bit towards From spine a bit towards the right side, I did feel a bit of a pain. So he might be showing your pain or his pain, that maybe he had some kind of health issue or whatever, back pains, okay? Because when I look at the devil here too, I'm looking at his back here, okay? So that somehow is important. So let's see how he will come through to you as. What will he come through as? Okay, we have 7 of Autumn. How will you come through as, please? How will you come through as? Okay, I got it. So you might find random, because that's Pentacle card too. You see how consistent he is? First off, we have 2 Spring cards. Now we have 2 Autumn cards, Pentacles. He's very consistent on how he's coming through. Because I have a lot of cards and different colors in here, if you can see. He's very like, nope, this is that, okay? So he's coming through, he will come through as either feathers for you, either the random coins you find on the street, and he really wants you to pick those coins up. And he's saying you might feel embarrassed sometimes to do so, but pick it up. I'm sending you those. So it's like you would put a certain intention to that coin or energy to it, and once you pick it up, you pick those wishes for yourself that he's sending. I never said that to anyone. I mean, this is very important here, guys, okay? So pick those coins that you see. And every time you have a doubt and you see the feather, he's saying, this is my protection. So don't worry. Last message from him first, please. Last message from him, please. Last message from him, please. It says, at this time, it's very important that you communicate clearly, be objective and unemotional, and act as professionally as possible. If you need advice, seek out the most experienced expert you can find. And you know what I'm channeling here? He's saying, don't go just to anyone. Know your worth. I keep hearing know your worth. When it comes to work in general, he wants you to work with the best people. And what I mean with the best people who are genuinely good for you. He doesn't want you to take just, let's say, half of a pie, okay? He wants you to have the whole cake when it comes to work and when it comes to colleagues around you or deals, okay? Whew. That was a very nice reading, actually, guys. This person is very much looking after you, and he keeps saying to me that I didn't belong in 3D, and how he's coming through as one of those star beings, okay? He was put on his earth. I wouldn't be surprised if he was put on this earth for the first time, for a mission. And he was like, but I don't want to go there. Like, I'm good in the dimension that I live in, because that's my dimension. But I do see a group of other spiritual beings, and they're like, but that's your turn to go. You know, you have to go to the earth, and your presence somehow has to impact people around, okay? And therefore, you're gonna complete that mission, and you're gonna come back to where you belong. That's why he's so happy to be back to where he belongs. You see what I mean? This is a I'm gonna pull another card, man, from Rebecca Campbell's deck. I want to really find out what kind of being we're talking about here, because the earth wasn't his home, you see? That is why maybe he had sometimes issues living on this planet. He kept looking for freedom. Okay, let me see. Let me put this aside. I really want to tune into his spirit. Even the consistency, how he's coming through as like someone who's like, I have control over the energies because I've been doing that for some time. You see what I mean? Okay, let gravity do its work. The cosmic heart, devotion, potency, make your life a moving prayer. So you see what kind of vibe he had when he came in? Look how many orbs are around this person. Look at this presence. Like, it seems like the energy is flowing through and flowing out. And it's somehow affecting others around here. Can you see that? This is a very powerful energy. Why does it split like that? Split, and you see what I got? Split, cracked open, rock bottom, surrender to alchemy of life. So he had to surrender to this experience, you see? He was like, nah, this is like, bring me back home. So if you want to read the Cosmic Heart on your own time, Google that from Rebecca Campbell's deck. I don't want to spend so much time on it, but just type in Rebecca Campbell, the Cosmic Heart Oracle, and it's going to show you the text. I hope it will, because it does for the older deck of hers. It shows the description of it, so you might find something there. If you want to read more about this card, just type in cracked open and it's going to show you. Okay, but that's more to do with his 3D life here. So I really hope this message has found someone who did need to hear this. Please share this video with others around you, and I'm going to catch you next time. Bye for now.